my gosh, y'all, he was stalking me. Hey you guys, it's Ivy, and today I'm coming on here with a story time. I wanted to do it in my living room on my couch, so I'm nice and comfortable, just so I won't get any details of this crazy ass story. So this story time is going to be about my first date. Now it was 2005, and I was 2005 and I was a sophomore, I remember. And I remember this new website coming about, and it was called Tag. And Tag back then was like what Facebook is today. I was on Tag, and it was me and my best friend Deja, and we had both got new digital cameras. You guys, we were being so hot on this website. I'm just telling you, like, we had a little camera taking our little thotty pictures, our little poses. Like, we were being so grown. As I think about it now, we were being so grown. So we had little pictures on there, and it'll be all these boys hitting us up on there all the time. So it was this one boy that sent me a message, and I believe he went to like Simeon High School. I went to Morgan Park. I believe he went to Simeon. I remember him saying, you know, I was so pretty to him, and he wanted to take me on a date, and yada yada yada. So I was like, okay, cool. But I knew I couldn't go on a date without asking first. So I had asked my aunt and my mom. I'm like, okay, I met this boy. He goes to Simeon, and they like, well, where did you meet him? Where did you meet him? I don't want to tell them I met him on Tag. So I think I like lied and told them I met him somewhere. I don't know, like the mall or something like that. And they were just like, well, you can't go out with him until we meet his mama or daddy or something, see where he lived at. All the boys that I used to like talk to and stuff, they were like neighborhood kids. I grew up with them. We went to grammar school together. My mama knew their parents, they knew ours, like, you know, it was like that. So this new boy that no one knew of. So I told him like, okay, we can go on a date, but my mama got to meet your mama. And he was like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Getting back to the boy, his name was Robert, I think. Yeah, his name was Robert. And I remember his profile. He said he was like 6'2", he played basketball. He was, from the pictures, he looked just like my type, you guys. I love like the caramel brown boys with nice, thick black hair, thick eyebrows, thick eyelashes, big lips. Like, that is so my type. So, and really big eyes. Like, I love big eyes. I think they're beautiful. So that's like my type. So I was just like, you know, I was thirsty. I was excited. And the day of our date, I think it was like a Friday, because I remember going to school. Yeah, it was a Friday. And you know, I told my best friend Deja about it or whatever, and she was excited. I remember I wore this super cute Echo outfit. I don't know if you guys remember Echo Red, but it was an Echo Red like romper. It was black, it was tight. Back then my body was like pow, pow, pow. Like, I was like a size 8, 9, probably 8. My stomach was so flat, my booty was so big. So I just knew I was popping. And I remember it being cold outside. I think it was probably like October, November. And I remember putting on like a coat, my long coat, so my mom and them couldn't see exactly what I had on. They kind of thought I had on like a jogging suit or something, because it was like a jogging material and it had the hood. And because they wouldn't let me wear that out the house. I was supposed to have thrown that outfit away because they said it was too tight, you know, but I wore it anyway. So we get in the car, me and my mom, and we go to his house. And he lived on like 98th and Western, and I lived on 117th and Western. So they were already kind of like, okay, because they like, oh, okay, he lives in the area, you know, that's like brownie points with parents. So we get to his house. He got like a super nice house, you guys. Like, the house was huge. It was really, really pretty, way better than my house. The house was nice. So we go in, and first thing I noticed was his house was nice, but on the inside it was like a little cluttered. I was just thinking like, okay, maybe they just shop a lot. But now, being older as an adult, his mom or whoever in the house, somebody was a hoarder. Like, you guys, it was hella bags like stacked up everywhere. The first thing, my mom is crazy, you guys. She's looking around like, what the heck? You know, I sit on the couch and I wait for him to come out the back. And he came out the back, you guys, He was not 6'2". He was more like 5'6", 5'7". Like, he totally lied about his height, and I was heated because I like tall guys. Like, I'm short, I'm 5'3". Back then I was probably like 5 feet. I like tall guys. I did not want a short boy. But you know, I was just like, whatever, he's short, I don't care. So he turns around, and you guys, he has the laziest eye I've ever seen. Not saying I have a problem with lazy eyes. He like edited that shit on the picture, or was holding that motherfucker open like this or something, because on the pictures you cannot tell he had a lazy eye at all. And me and him even got on webcam with each other, but he had his cap on and it was kind of low, okay, so I couldn't really see his eye, but he had a super lazy eye. I was so mad. I was mad as hell. Like, when I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He seemed hella cool, hella sweet, so I'm just gonna like, I'ma roll with it, you know. I'm the type of girl, I try to look, you know, past looks sometimes. So we were sitting on the couch, me and him, we talking or whatever. He like, you look pretty, and I'm like, thank you. I'm like, you look a lot shorter than 6'2", and then he started laughing. He was like, my thing don't say 6'2". I'm like, your thing say 6'2". And see, back then we didn't have our cell phone, so I could whip it out and be like, nigga, your thing say you 6'2". Sitting there on the couch, and I'm like, so when you gonna be ready to go? And then he like, oh, when your mama leaves, my mama gonna drop us off. I'm like, yo, mama gonna drop us off? You told me you was a junior. You told me you had a license in the car. And then he was just like, no, I don't even have my license yet. I haven't even started driver's ed. So I'm like, why would you tell me that? And then he was like, well, I still know how to drive. I drive my brother's car. I'm like, okay, I don't care that you don't have a car, but you told me that you could drive. I'm thinking we were going on a date. Now your mama about to take us on a date. I was like, alright, whatever, cool. I don't give a shit. Let's just go. So we get in the car, and you guys, the car is like hoarder shit too. Like, the car had hella garbage bags and shit in it. And I was just like, ew, like, these people are weird as hell. So we were in the car in the back seat, and he kept trying to touch my hand. And I'm like, don't touch my hand. I'm not putting my hand over here for you. Don't keep moving your hand trying to like rip my hand off of my leg. Like, I hate when people are aggressive like that with me. So that was my first like warning, my first strike with him. Like, he tried to like yank my hand twice off of my leg. So we were supposed to be going to Ridge Show. I remember we were supposed to be going to Ridge Show, but instead she took us to 87th Show, which I don't know why. We didn't just go to Ridge, because I never go to 87th Show because it's fucking ghetto. So we get to 87th Show, and I was asking him, like, what are we going to 87th? And he like, I don't know why my mama coming here. And he's like, it's alright, we still gonna have fun. So we get out the car, we're walking into the movie theater, and he tries to touch me again. And I'm just like, excuse you? Like, at this point, you guys, when I found out he lied about his height and lied about everything, I was just like, okay, we're just friends. Like, I didn't really want him to touch me. I wasn't feeling him no more. Like, it was weird. The show didn't start until, I think it didn't start until like, I want to say 8:30, and we got there really early. It was like 7:15. So we just sat down, because there wasn't no line to buy the tickets. So we just sat down and we talking and stuff. I don't even remember what we was talking about. It was so long ago. I think he was just asking, you know, you got a boyfriend? Did you have a boy? You know, just dumb kitty crap. And I'm asking him the same stuff. So when it was time to go get our ticket, he got up and he went and got our tickets. I was still sitting down. So I see him at the ticket, at the register, like fumbling around. And I'm thinking like, so he comes back to the table and he's just like, oh man, I left my wallet by accident. Can you buy our tickets? I'm like, you left your wallet? How did you leave your wallet? Like, how did you leave your wallet? And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy your tickets. I don't even have money with me. I left my wallet at home. But I was lying, you guys. I didn't leave my wallet at home. My people would never let me go anywhere without my wallet and money on me. I just didn't want to buy the tickets because You know, it was like, you asked me out on a date, you should buy our tickets. Now, I don't mind going, you know, Dutch, or if I ask him on a date, but you guys, if you ask a young lady on a date, make sure you have your money to buy her ticket or her food or whatever you're doing. You can't turn around and ask her to buy the tickets, guys. Come on now, that's a bad first impression. I'm just like, I don't have money, sorry. And then he was just like, oh man, great. All right, well, we can go back and watch a movie at my house. So I'm like, all right, cool. Shit happens, all right, cool. He called his mama, and his mama like, oh, you left your wallet? How could you do that? And then she's like, well, I'm already all the way out here and I'm making an errand. I won't be back for two or 3 hours. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta sit here with this boy 2 or 3 hours? Like, come on. We was just sitting there, and you guys, it was hella awkward. Like, we weren't really talking. It was just like little small talk. I think by that time I had an attitude. Like, it had been like an hour and a half. We were just sitting and sitting. And I was so hungry and thirsty, you guys, but I didn't want to go buy anything because he would have been like, I thought you didn't have no money. After about an hour and a half, I was like, I'm calling my mama, or I'm calling somebody to come pick me up. You can wait here for your mama, but I'm gonna go home. I said that to him, and he went the fuck off. He just was like,
oh, you so stuck up. You so this, you so that. You think you this.
I'm like, excuse me? Like, are you serious? Like, he literally went off on me at the show, you guys. Like, he was yelling and everything. Like, security came over and asked everything okay. I told him I was getting ready to leave, and he just continued sitting there. So when I got in the car with my mama, I just told her, like, this boy was crazy. He brought me all the way to the show to forget his wallet. And then she was just like, it's okay, forget him, you and me more boys. Like, and right after that, I think I had met Ricky. I was so irritated because it was like my first date experience, and it was so horrible. So I get in the house, I come in the house, and I called Deja, and I'm just like, bitch, this date was horrible. And she on the phone, dying laughing. Some months had went by. I think it was, I forgot what time, it must have been like Christmas break, because that's when I met Ricky, over Christmas break. It was right after I met Ricky. The boy Robert started, like, you guys, he started stalking me. Like, he started calling my phone all the time. His no driving ass was able to drive up to my school. He was like waiting out front for me. And I told him, like, don't come to my school, don't call me. I don't want nothing to do with you. Like, leave me alone. And you guys, he kept this up for a good 2 or 3 months. Like 2 or 3 months, and then he just stops. I don't know what happened to that boy. I really wonder where he's at. It was weird. We didn't have sex, we didn't kiss. Why are you stalking me? But anyway, I really think he was like cuckoo, kind of like off, crazy. But yeah, y'all, I promise you, he was batshit crazy. Like, that boy was crazy. And I'm sorry, guys, the lighting changed. I'm in my living room, and the light was nice and bright, but now it's getting darker because it's getting ready to get dark outside. But oh my gosh, you guys, I just don't know. Like, when Kyrie has his first date, I'm gonna make sure he got everything ready for the girl. Like, his little girlfriend gonna have the best first date ever. But I believe that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumb this up if you like my story time. Comment below and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.